Alright, how goes it? Welcome to another episode of Closet Talk. I am your host, Ethan. How you guys doing tonight? Right? It's Friday. Woo! Friday. And, the 1st. Friday the 1st. Was it April Fool's Day? Maybe this podcast is coming out. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Right? You don't know. You got that annoying friend like I do that's always just like trying to get you on an April Fool's joke. Who doesn't know that it's April Fool's, right? Technically, this podcast was supposed to come out yesterday, Saturday, but ironically, since my last podcast was You're Procrastinating, I procrastinated all the way up until 12:25 a.m. That's right. Not stopping now, though. Gonna keep it going. Episode 6. 6 days in a row I've been doing this. It feels like it's getting easier. I don't know. It almost feels like it's part of my day now. So, once again, if you're procrastinating on a project, just start doing it. Trust me. It'll all of a sudden become part of your everyday routine. How you guys doing today? Man, I have had a long fucking day. I will be honest though, this podcast is going to be the most that I've talked all day long. I woke up today a little bit hungover, went a little extra hard last night, and so after a long day of recovery, and by recovery, that doesn't mean that I didn't do shit. It just means that I did a lot of peaceful things. I went to the library. I started reading this book. I actually got 22 chapters into a book just in one sitting. I think I was at the library for maybe 3 hours. About 3 hours, yeah. The library is such a useful tool. Every time I'm sitting at the library, I literally feel so much gratitude. Like, holy shit, this is free. Like, the fastest internet, right? You can look up any kind of knowledge you want and read about it. If you're not using the library, you're fucking up. Anything you want to know, just go to the library. It's free. It's public. Everybody's quiet and respectful. They have this cool little water fountain at the library, and it fills, like you stick your water bottle under it and it fills it up, like it squirts it down. That kind of technology is on like rocket ships and stuff. I'm impressed. I am so impressed. I walk in, they see my horrific neck tattoo, but no judgment at all. They just, hey, welcome, sir. Everybody is so polite. I love the library. It's funny because the things that I kind of hated and took for granted as a kid now are serving me in my adult years, and I love it. I would highly encourage you, go to your public library. Anything and everything you want to look up, whatever it is that you want to learn about, go to the library. I'm telling you, it's quiet, it's peaceful. There is absolutely zero reason why you can't get work done. Go to the library. I promise they didn't pay for this. This isn't a paid program. They didn't pay me to advocate the library, whatever. So yeah, it's April Fool's, right? That's not an April Fool's joke. Why am I even talking about April Fool's? I don't even really care about it. Technically, it's Easter. Easter falls on April Fool's. I don't know, I was reading some shit about what Easter really is, and I guess it's supposedly where it originated from was the celebration of fertility and women being able to get pregnant. Don't quote me on that, but I did read something and it was very convincing. I will tell you this much. This time last year, I was so upset on Easter because, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not a religious person. I don't really believe in any, set thing. I mean, I feel like there's too much information out there, and to just fully be like, yep, that's the answer, that's the thing that I'm gonna believe in, I just kind of feel like it's foolish. Foolish. Like, how do you know? You've only been alive as long as you've been alive. Even a 78-year-old person, somebody even in their 90s, they've still been saying a fucking bunny is leaving around eggs and bullshit. It's just a consumer holiday. That's all it is. Right? Nobody... Let me put it this way. The people that I know that celebrate Easter, they're only doing it as a consumer holiday thing. They don't believe in, God or whatever the fuck is going on. It's another one of those things to make you feel like, hey, I'm participating, And it really comes down to, are you participating or are you just, mixing it up in the bullshit? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an asshole. I don't know shit. Don't don't quote me on any of this. I don't know shit. I'm just kind of working my way through ideas. Today I actually got my first inquiry today. And I felt I wanted to share it on the podcast. So before we dive into that, the inquiry I got today kind of ties into today's quote, which is, look upon a bold new beginning with favor. Now, I got that in a fortune cookie one time, so I don't know who said it, but the fortune cookie said it, right? So I'm going to go with that. Look upon a bold new beginning with favor. I got that about 3 years ago after I got divorced from a person that wasn't very suited for my personality. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I feel like any time we start something, maybe I shouldn't say we, maybe I should just say me. Anytime I start something, I have a little bit of hesitant, like I'm hesitating a little bit because I don't know if it's the right thing to do. But then I think, well, maybe because I'm too concerned with what other people think I'm doing is right or not. I don't know. Does this make sense? If it doesn't, that's okay. Because I'm literally trying to figure this shit out as I go along. Like I said, this is only my 6th episode, so I'm still trying to figure it out as well. But yeah, look upon a bold new beginning with favor. And I feel like that's very critical to any kind of project you're starting. Because you're actually doing something. You're doing something that not a lot of people focus on and buckle down and actually force themselves to do it. Like it's literally 12:45 a.m. right now. It technically is Easter, but I haven't closed my eyes yet, so the day isn't over. I don't know if you're one of those people. I'm definitely one of those people. If I haven't fallen asleep yet, the day is not over. So I guess I'll talk about this person's inquiry, and maybe I definitely should pull up their profile here just so I can name the person. Their inquiry today was, okay, well, let me backtrack a little bit here. I posted this thing on Reddit. It's called Stand Up Shots on Reddit, and my friend Sean Pearson, hilarious comedian, great businessman. He actually worked for him a little bit. He runs Silver State Fitness Repair, and I'm literally reattaching the mic because I'm that unprofessional. He runs Silver State Fitness Repair, and I work with him just doing basic installs of treadmills and stuff in personal homes and actually some commercial gyms, and work with him. And he told me about this thing called stand-up shots on Reddit, and what it is you post a photo of yourself doing stand-up comedy, and you write your joke on it, or whatever, you write your little whatever, and you post it on there and bullshit, and people give you feedback on your stuff. And so I posted this thing, and the joke that I had posted on my photo was, I wish I can stay awake long enough to know what a muscle relaxer makes me feel like. That was that was the joke. It was literally just an idea, and that's what I posted. And yeah, it actually got a pretty good response from people. And so actually some person submitted a question, and so I want to read that question to you. As I'm sorry, I'm totally fucking lagging here because I'm like trying to look up the person's name so I can give them like proper credit. I literally just said credit. Credit for their thing. All right, here we go. I found it. Sorry. I know. I'm so fucking unprofessional. It's just it's one of those things. So, all right. The person said, and let me find their name here. Okay, so this person's name is ElderbowlsIVhighrim. I'm totally butchering it, but Elder Bowls. And this person said, I saw your post on stand-up shots, and I really liked your joke. If you have the time, could you help me out? I want to do stand-up, but I don't know how to start. I've written a few jokes, but don't know how they'll do. Any advice you can give is appreciated. Well, Elder Bowls, I do have some advice, and I definitely have time for you. Are you kidding me? You actually came to me for advice without knowing who I am, if I suck at stand-up, if I'm good at stand-up. So this is my advice. If you haven't started stand-up yet, if you haven't gone on stage, or maybe you have a couple of times, or maybe you haven't, my advice is go to your local open mic. Go to your local open mic and talk to everybody. One thing that I've learned is if you're a good person and you talk to people, more than likely they'll give you good feedback on your jokes. Now, I don't know if, what your local scene is like, if you're in a place where you can actually do an open mic, more than once a week. Any stage time is good stage time. And the only way you're going to know if a joke is good or not is if you go up on stage and do your jokes. Don't be so worried about what kind of feedback you get from the audience you go in front of. I mean, take it into consideration, but do it with these people that came out to see a free open mic. Don't let them be the full-on judge if your joke is good or not. Dude, dude or ma'am, who, whichever the case, Elder Bowls is, um, I've gone on stage with jokes, and some of them have been, in my opinion, really good. And I go up in front of an audience at an open mic, and it just bombs. I just bomb my face off. I eat shit so fucking hard. And then, I'll take that same joke in front of a crowd of like 50 to 60 people, and it does fantastic. So, my best advice would be to stick to your style. Stick to who you are as a person. If you think it's funny, do it. Do it. It doesn't matter what is happening around you. It doesn't matter what people are saying about it. If you think it is funny, do it. Because, seriously, how far does some person's opinion go? How far does it go with you? You can't continuously let people define what kind of stuff you're going to do on stage. I would that's the best part about stand up, is you can go up there and do whatever the fuck you want. And it's like literally the ultimate freedom of speech. Go up there and do whatever you want. I saw this interview. It was more of like a documentary, but Seinfeld was in it. And he said, if it's funny, it's funny. And he followed somebody that was on stage in like a G string and like all that shit. So if it's funny, it's funny. I would say do what makes you feel the best. Do what makes you feel alive on stage. That's the reason why I do stand up, because it's my way of venting. It's my way of expressing myself in a way that I don't normally get to in everyday life. So, Elder Bowls, whether you're male or female, I would say just do what you want to do, and don't worry about sucking or anything like that, because here's a little secret: we all suck. Everybody sucks when they're starting out. That's just the way that it is, I still suck. I've been doing this for 6 years, and that's a very infant amount of time. I'm surprised you came to me with this question. You should be asking somebody way more professional than me, like Bill Burr or Joey Diaz or something like that, Joe Rogan. Go talk to those guys. But in my opinion, 6 years in, I would say do whatever the fuck you think is funny, and don't hesitate in it whatsoever. You also asked, I don't know how to start. That one is very easy. You just start. Go up there. Go up on stage. Go up with your jokes. Don't be worried if people are gonna... Don't worry about anybody else in the crowd. You just focus on yourself. Like when I first started, for the first like 3 years, it was just getting comfortable on stage. It was just learning how I speak to people. You all of a sudden, after a while, like, you will get used to how you talk to people, and you will be able to make anything funny, because you'll know your cadence and you know how you carry yourself. Your cadence, and I mean like how you talk, how you present a joke. Like, you will develop your own style, and for a while, you kind of imitate the people that you look up to the most, which is fine starting out, I would say. Like, do whatever it is that makes you kind of feel a little bit more comfortable, but eventually you outgrow it, and you learn how to say a joke in your voice that makes it funny to people. So don't worry so much about what everybody else is saying. Just do what you want to do. Go up there, say whatever you think is funny. Because I guarantee you, maybe 15 to 20 people won't like it, but there'll be 2 people that do. And those 2 people all of a sudden now become your genuine baseline fan group, you know? And they will come to all your shit. I have a couple of people like that, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm still growing myself. I don't know. Maybe everything I'm telling you right now is just fucking bullshit, you know, but in a real aspect of, you know, what I'm saying is just go up there and own the shit. Go up there and laugh at your shortcomings, for fuck's sake. I mean, think about it. Anybody who goes up there and is really serious, like serious about themselves and the way they carry themselves, they're so full of fucking ego, you know? Go up there and make fun of yourself. Who cares? Who fucking cares? I mean, you know how many people out there right now don't do that? That don't just embrace their shortcomings? If they did that, they would literally have a better time. Everybody's so worried about what people think about them or what's this person going to say about me? Don't worry about it. Who cares? Who cares? It literally is just an opinion. You're going to die someday. Did I just take this from 0 to 60? You're going to die someday, and the only thing you're dying with is your experience. So I would go up there and make it the best experience you can. Have fun. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Work on your jokes. Just work on them. You know, you go up there, record every set. Record every single thing that you do. Video, audio, whatever you can. Everybody has a phone nowadays. You can record whatever the fuck it is you want to record on your phone, right? And you listen to it back, and then you be like, that part didn't get so much of a chuckle, or maybe I can cut that sentence out because it's not so important to the storyline. It's constant progress, constant just working. Stand-up comedy is not one of those things that is a sprint. You get into it and it's like, okay, this is going to be 25, 30 to 40 years of my life before I'm actually really good. Those people that you see on TV, sweetheart or sweet dude, sweet dude. I think I literally just made something up. Those people, they weren't an overnight success, you know. Louis C.K., Bill Burr, all those guys that you see, they didn't just end up on Netflix. They have been doing it forever. You don't believe me? Go on go on YouTube and look up some of Louis C.K.'s shit back when he was wearing a suit and a button-up. And you can literally see his beginning stuff, and you're like, wow, that wasn't the Louis C.K. that I know today. But you can also sense a hint of the style that he carries now. But it's only because he developed it over time. So go out there, enjoy yourself, just have fun. The best part is if you have fun, everybody else will have fun. Period. Like, you literally have to give people permission to laugh at everything that you're saying. If you go up there and you're nervous and you're scared and everything, people sense that, like, right off the bat. So go up there and just have fun. Just embrace the fact that you're gonna suck. I do that all the time still. I'm gonna be like, well, this is gonna suck. You know, I kind of feel prepared, but this is gonna suck. So go up there and embrace the fact that it's going to suck, and inevitably it'll just be better. It will. Because you know that there's work to do. There is no shortcut. Just go up there, do the work, feel what parts work, feel what parts don't, and go on from there. That would be my best answer to you. And I want to thank you, Elder Bowls. Am I even pronouncing that right at this point? I want to thank you for actually inquiring and asking me a question. That is amazing, and I'm glad that you actually took the time to say something. Of course I have time. Any kind of questions that you have, please let me know. You can submit them to my email, which is closettalkwithethan@gmail.com. Also, leave me a YouTube comment, or you can also follow me on the Anchor app. Whatever's easier for you guys, whatever one you're using. So, Elder Biles, thank you so much, and I hope that my advice kind of helped a little bit. And like I said, don't be fearful. Just go up there and have fun. That's all that this is. It's joking. Think about it. You're just joking around. That's all this is. You're just joking. So have fun with it. Don't worry so much about, sucking, or I don't know how to start. You do know how to start. You go up there and you say some jokes. Write down 2 jokes. Go up there and try them. I mean, my open mic around here, you get 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, that's enough to tell 2 jokes. Slow down. Think about what you're saying. Right? Write down 2 jokes that you think are funny. Go up there and do them. And then be like, thank you very much. Remember, you're putting on a performance, so you can engage people. Say thank you so much for having me. Be courteous. Be humble about it. I mean, Jesus Christ, the fact that we even get to go up and do jokes is amazing. If you really think about it, you're in control of making people think something. So, have fun with it. That's my biggest thing. Have fun with it. Embrace the fact that you're gonna suck, and you will inevitably get better. Why did saying it with a horrible British accent make the words come out better? I don't know. So Edward Bowles, Edwin, I forgot it already. Thank you so much for inquiring with me, and I hope this helped. And thank you guys for tuning in to episode 6 of Closet Talk with Ethan. And happy Easter to all of you. And I will be talking to you guys soon. So thank you very much. And remember, look upon a bold new beginning with favor.